So my best friend and I kind of have this ongoing thing where she likes to make fun of me because she thinks that I don't watch any movies that normal people watch, and all I do is watch French films. And I go, that's not true. I watch everything, and not even most of the movies I watch are French. I watched a French film today, and I think it's the exact ones that she's talking about. And still screw you, Amy, but also, fair point, fair point. So, Marie the doll, or Marie that in French. So here's how I watch the movies that I do. I've got this massive movie list. It's a couple thousand movies long, and they all come from different best ofs, and a compilation of tons of different lists from different countries, different eras, different genres, assembled on Letterboxd by me in like 3 a.m. And I thought, based on the description and the cover, that this was from like a disturbing film list. But in fact, it was from a like bizarre cult exploitation list. Slight difference there. Not quite what I wanted to watch. Probably not as upsetting as what I wanted to watch, but at least something would have like happened. This movie does actually have a plot. The titular Marie is 17, I believe, and she is an orphan. And because of all the things that happened to her, she lives with her grandparents, and she is in a state of arrested development. She acts about, I don't know, maybe around like 10 or 11-ish, which is the fun startup to a creepy relationship between her and a guy who runs a doll store. She likes dolls, and so does he, and she looks like a doll, so where do you think that's gonna go? They meet one day in his shop, and he offers to, I believe, fix a doll of hers. I watched this over a couple of days, so of course I'm probably gonna screw this up, but you won't have seen it. No one will have seen this. I am curious to see if anyone else has seen it. I am going to go, after I record this, go look and see if anyone else has, because I couldn't find it anywhere. I had to look at Internet Archive to watch it, and at least not on the websites I go to. I couldn't find it anywhere. So, anyway. They fall in love, like you do. She's swept off her feet, of course, because he's older and also rich, which I guess helps in this case. So they get married, and on their wedding night, I'm ready for something horrifying to happen, and it kind of does, and kind of doesn't. This is all spoilers, of course, and warnings for eventual essay, which will be much later, and just overall creepy cootie stuff. So he doesn't want to touch her in any terrible way, a sexual way. He wants to undress her and wants her to keep her eyes shut, not speak, and let him move her around like she's a doll, wash her like a doll, and then put her to bed like a doll without talking. And she's like, cool, great, love this. And that seems to be her attitude for most of the movie. It's a lot of, oh, cool, okay, yeah, we might as well be doing this. Which makes him happy until it doesn't anymore. Here's the thing. There's so many parts of this movie where you think, like, the other shoe's gonna drop. And then you realize that, like, it won't because she's naked. There's no shoes to drop. Nothing's going to happen. There's like moments where, okay, he mentions that he takes her to his house where she's going to live. And instead of living in a room with him, she has her own room that he made up for her that looks like a doll's room. It looks like a little girl's room. Everything's monogrammed. He picks out all her outfits for her because he loves dressing the dolls. And yeah, treats her basically like a doll. Wants to carry her everywhere and things like that. And she seems more or less fine with it. She does occasionally show that I think the point of this film is to show like a objectifying women in different ways. In this case, treating a woman like a literal object. Okay, sure. So that keeps happening. He keeps kind of treating her like this doll, even though she wants to maybe explore more as a man and wife would, and he gets very upset by that. He does not want that. That is apparently not on the table for him. He just wants a doll, to which I'm like, just get a big doll. They have those. You can get them. Some are made of rubber. Like, just go find it. In this case, no, apparently not. Not good enough. Needs to be fleshy. But at one point he says, like, oh, I can't wait. I've got to go away on business. He keeps having to go away on business, which deeply upsets her. She freaks out. But when I get back, you'll be my doll forever and you won't age and all these different things. So I'm like, okay, is he going to murder her and, like, keep her as a doll? Because that's something. And then, like, he keeps going on these mysterious business trips. I'm like, is something going to happen on this business trip? Like, is this going to turn supernatural? Is something crazy going to happen there? And then, like, he's got a friend who comes over and meets her who has a wife who helps with the dolls. And then she's obsessed with her and wants to meet her. So I'm like, all right, is something going to go on with the friend? Like, making her into a doll? But they just, like, take a bath together and it's weird, and then that's over with. Things keep almost happening and then not happening. And it's not like I'm rooting for terrible things to happen to this girl. I'm just rooting for a thing to happen in the movie. Besides, almost starts. And then eventually, this is toward the end, she befriends someone who works at his house. What is he? I think he's like a stable boy, basically. It's ridiculous sounding, but that's what he takes care of the animals and stuff. And she keeps going over to his house because he seems nice and doesn't treat her like a doll. He just treats her like a person, which she likes. And then he tries to essay her at the end, because either you're objectified as a sexless being or you're objectified as like you're either a doll or you're a sex doll. As a woman, hey, thanks. And then she's running away from, this is spoilers, the end of the movie. She's, first of all, cut to the husband out of town, starts doing the creepy doll thing with like an actual child with her clothes on, but not good, that he finds in the hotel room. Like, what am I supposed to? And for a minute when that happened, I'm like, is he gonna like kidnap her and bring her home as like their daughter? Never see the husband or this girl again. So who knows what happens there? Probably nothing good. So Marie runs away and then hits her head on a tree and then falls over, and then it cuts to a town, and this girl walks by a doll shop and sees a doll in the window, and it's Marie. And it's not like a doll that looks like her. It's like weirdly her. Like, you know, you can make those awful, like I used to have them at like Targets, where it's like, put your face on this doll, and it looked horrible. It looked like that, but in the 70s. So it was like, what, I think this movie was in 76, I think. So it looks horrifying. So it's like, again, the shoe never dropped. Someone just like tripped and dropped a slipper. Like, it's stupid. I don't know why this happened. France, why? That's weird to say, but I feel like some of the weirdest endings I get are from French films. It's hard enough for my ADHD to actually focus during a foreign film. I love foreign films, but man, is it hard to focus. I mean, I have problems all the time when it's a movie I'm really loving, and I still just like fade out and then realize 5 minutes later, oh wait, I don't know what just happened because I don't speak Czech. Help. And I have to go back. I really had to focus on this movie. For what? For nothing. I needed someone else to know what I'd seen, and that I'm mad about it, and I need someone else to have seen this movie, but I don't think anyone has, and I can't pass it on to someone because I don't know if this is The Ring. I don't know what's going to happen to me in a few days, but whatever. The lady was a weird doll. That was weird. I think the only famous person in this movie is the husband is the doll maker. I think it was like the narrator in Amelie. I think he was in that Beauty and the Beast, the French Beauty and the Beast adaptation from 2014, which that movie is great and you should fully check out. It's beautiful. So yeah, all of this is to say I usually make movie recommendations. This is more of a movie rant. Next time it will be an actual recommendation again, and I'll get back to those, but I just needed to talk this out with somebody, and it might as well be y'all. I am going to post this on TikTok, I think, and I'm definitely going to post it on YouTube, and I'm going to start doing more on YouTube, because TikTok's pissing me off. So, I know I got a couple mentions of a couple songs. I might also do reactions. I did 2 song reactions. I might do some of those. If anyone wants me to check out a film, I will. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going on my list of films that I'm watching. And if I find anything interesting enough that I want to share, hopefully in a more positive way, I will be sharing it here. I don't remember what my next film that I'm watching is. I was going to go see The Swimmer on Saturday, the Burt Lancaster film, which I've talked about on TikTok before, that I love. And then I forgot that now I live in Portland, where like before I could just like, oh, I'll see it. I'll buy a ticket the day of. No one cares about this random Burt Lancaster film. And I realized, oh wait, now I live in a town where people actually like the same stuff as me, and it's sold out and I'm mad about it, but oh well. Anyway, so yeah, that was it. I hope any of that made sense. It's very late at night. The same night that I reacted to, I did the Cujo Beatdown reaction, which is why I'm still wearing the same John Waters shirt. I promise, if I promise nothing else, is that the next time I make a video, I'll be wearing a different shirt. That's all I can give you people, a different shirt. But I'll do it.